let's talk RPGs, 2.5D, and bullet time. This is Indie Spotlight. Welcome to Indie Spotlight, where we take the news, the trailers, and the new releases of all the indie games that are coming out for the week, and we get them out there for you guys to enjoy, just like your scrumptious food that your mom makes. As always, this week we are starting off with trailers, and the first trailer that we have for you this week is Bleed. Blade is going to be coming out for the PC and for the Xbox Live indie game scene, and it looks really cool. I like that it's going to be a two-dimensional sprite game, but it has all these different elements like a Max Payne style bullet time, shooting all over the place like Geometry Wars, and then all these different abilities that you can do like charging and moving up and down and all over the map. It looks like it's going to be really, really cool and a lot of really hectic action going on all the time, so I'm actually really excited. That's probably the one I'm most excited for this week, is this one. This looks really awesome. The next trailer that we have for you this week is Spate.
Most people hate the rain. Not me, though. It's like my pop used to say, there's two kinds of people in this world. Those that run in the rain and those that walk. But you really wouldn't call this rain, at least not where I'm at. You'd call it a mystery. The mystery that is the X-Zone. You see, about a decade ago, a mysterious spate of rain and fog covered these islands. It hit fast, like a steam train without a track. The unexplained rain and fog never left. What the island locals did. They disappeared, actually, without a trace. But I'm not here to solve the mystery that is the X-Zone. Better men have tried and failed. I'm a peeper, a gumshoe, a private eye. Some dame hired me to follow her husband around. What interests me most about this fellow is not that he's pitching woo with his secretary. What interests me about him is that he takes daily trips to the X-Zone, a place that has been swallowing people whole since the day the fog rolled in. People are forbidden to enter the X-Zone. But times is tough in the age of Steam, and I've got nothing to lose. It's like my pop used to always say, there's two kinds of people in this world. Those that run in the rain, and those that walk.
Spate is a 2.5D platformer that has a steampunk feel to it, and the storyline is that you are a detective sent to find a businessman who's gone into the Forbidden X Zone. The trailer itself was a little bit boring. I think that it had a little bit lack of music, and I think that's what most people were saying about it. But the art style itself looks really intriguing, so if they can punch up the music a little bit more on it, I think it'll be a really impressive title in the future. And the final trailer that we have for you this week is for the mobile RPG game Kitaru.
Such dread wells up inside me.
Kitaru, as I just said, is a mobile RPG game. It's in the style of like a Final Fantasy type game. It's in three-dimensional space. It looks like a console game. It really looks very impressive, very polished. It's 7 years in the making. It's just going to be amazing to see how this title turns out once it's released. To see something this impressive and polished coming out on a mobile platform looks very, very impressive, and I'm excited to see how well it does. Alright, that does it for the trailers this week, and we are going to move on now to the news. The famous Xbox Live indie game Take Arms is getting its own PC release called Take Arms Bot War. Take Arms Bot War is a single-player bot game. It's basically the same game, just with bots this time around. There's no multiplayer involved in this version. It is free. They do recommend like donations, or they appreciate donations, so you can always donate if you want. But you will need XNA 4.0 in order to run the game. A documentary entitled From Bedrooms to Billions is trying to get an Indiegogo page going to finish its documentary. The documentary itself is about the video game industry in Britain from 1979 to 1996, and to see how it's developed over that kind of time period. A $25 donation will get you access to a digital version of the movie, and it's supposed to be about 90 minutes. Another indie bundle has been announced, and this one is primarily for the Android market. 4 titles that you can get for your Android phone or for your tablet. These 4 include such titles as Great Little War Game and Smiles HD. Alright, and that does it for the news this week, and now we're going to move on over to our new releases. Thanks, Kyle. In new releases this week, we're going to have Aoineko. It's an 8-bit style NES game that's being released on Desura, and it looks really cool. You can check out their trailer over on their website, but basically it looks like it's going to combine everything from Contra to Ninja Gaiden to Strider, and it's just like this crazy amount of energy and action and violence. And the final release that we have for you this week is called Cinders. It follows 4 women, and you basically get to make the decisions on what's going to happen in them and how they're going to develop. They say about 120 different points and 300 different choices, so it's going to be very, very intricate, and we'll see how that turns out. Alright, and that does it for this week, and as always, if you have an indie game or a trailer or any news that you want to let us know, you can hit me up over on Twitter at twitter.com/Dazerin, or you can head on over to VVGTV at twitter.com/VVGTV. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week when I have to convince the entire galaxy that a sentient race of machines are coming to destroy us. As always, thank you for watching, and until next week, fight off those. What are they called? Oh crap! Mass Effect enemies. What are they called? Oh god, Harbinger. Oh my god. The Reapers. Oh my god. And as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week when I have to battle the entire... Again, thanks for watching, and until next... No, not until next time, and we'll see you next week. And we'll see you next week. We will see you. We will see you next week. I'm watching you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Not until next time. We'll see you next week.